Okay, hey class. So I've made this video like 10 times because it got interrupted. Like my fire alarm went off, my grandma came in the room and was like trying to make me eat dinner. It was ridiculous. Anyways, so yeah, as you should know, I'm going to be talking about meiosis today. And I'm going to make this as not boring as I possibly can. So I guess I'm going to jump right into it. There are 9 to 10 stages of meiosis. I say 9 to 10 because I don't really know where cytokinesis fits in, but I know it's there. So, here are the stages. Interphase, prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1, and then a little cytokinesis. And then there's prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2, and a little more cytokinesis. And that's PP-MAT or IP-MAT, whatever. But we all already know what that is. So, what is meiosis? I'll give you a second to think about that. Well, meiosis is a type of cell division that produces haploid gametes. I don't know. Anyways, now, before I get too in-depth with meiosis and what it is, I have some keywords for you to look out for, which are diploid cells, haploid cells, tetrad, and homologous. So those are my words. Now, I'm just going to dive in. Okay, so diploid cells are made up of 2 homologous sets of chromosomes. And haploid cells, haploid cells, little pun action, have only 1 set of chromosomes. So yeah, that's that. Now I'm getting right into the stages. This is going by so quick. During interphase, the DNA in the cell is copied, resulting in 2 full sets of chromosomes. That's interphase. There's really nothing to it. Prophase, the chromosomes coil and become compact. Homologous chromosomes come together by synapsis, I'm not sure. The copied chromosomes form X-shaped structures. And each chromosome is composed of 2 sister chromatids that have similar genetic information. Each pair with 4 chromosomes are called tetrads. That was just a little vocab for you in there. And non-sister chromatids exchange bits of DNA in a process called recombination or crossing over. So that didn't really go in prophase, I don't think, but it deals with it. Meiosis and crossing over, So anyways, I have a little bit of a example. So here is my, here is my candy, and this is what a chromosome looks like in my example. So this is a chromosome, put it in the copy machine, now there's 2. And then they form an X, like this. So that was my little example. I thought it was nice. I thought it was correct. I hope it's correct. Okay, anyways, metaphase. My favorite, metaphase. The tetrads align at the center or the equator of the cell. So here are the tetrads. Boom, aligned. They're there at the equator. And in anaphase, now the homologous pairs are separating and moving towards the opposite sides of the poles. So they were kind of like peace, and they're going this way or they're going this way. I don't know, but they're out. So yeah, that's what happened. And in telophase, at each pole of the cell, a full set of chromosomes come together. So, they got to the poles safely. And so a nuclear envelope forms around each set of chromosomes to create 2 new nuclei. The single cell then pinches in the middle to form 2 separate daughter cells that each have a full set of chromosomes within a nucleus. And this is what Let me repeat all of that because it was important. The single cell then pinches in the middle to form the separate daughter cells that have a full set of chromosomes within a nucleus. This is what the kids would call cytokinesis. So that was really important. I'm glad I'm repeating it. I'm glad I'm good. Once cytokinesis is complete, there are 4 granddaughter cells, each with half a set of chromosomes. In males, these 4 cells are sperm cells, and in females, one of the cells is an egg cell, while the other are polar bodies, which are small cells that don't develop into eggs. I don't know how important that was. I just thought it was a fun fact. Whatever. That was good. So, during meiosis, there are 2 cell divisions, which is why pp-mat is repeated. And in mitosis, of course, there's only 1 cell division, so that's why it's just pp-mat. Meiosis is also when 4 daughter cells produce haploid chromosomes, where mitosis is when 2 daughter cells produce diploid chromosomes. So, yeah. But I'm not going to completely get into it. I'm going to continue comparing and contrasting mitosis and meiosis in a little bit. Now we're going to talk about meiosis too. This is so much. Anyways, but it's so important. Science, science, science. Bill. Anyways, meiosis 2 is basically meiosis repeated. Basically. Don't just take my word and be like, oh, it's repeated. No, don't. Please don't. Anyways, the difference between the 2 is in the second round, there is no cell duplication or replication. Whatever you want to call it. So, prophase 2 chromosomes coil and become compact again, only if they're uncoiled after telophase 1. So, I mean, if they're not, then I guess they're good and they're chilling. Anyways, and if the nuclear envelope reforms, prophase 2 just says, I'm going to break it up. So, that's what happens. Homewrecker. Anyways, in metaphase 2, instead of the tetrads aligning at the equator, the duplicative chromosomes do. Wow, this is going by real quick.